So what if you need to restore from backup, right? That's a scary prospect, but it's certainly a scenario that happens to people. And so we want to talk through what that's going to look like. So if you have your backup files, whether they're on a separate appliance or in the cloud, any number of the options we mentioned earlier, you have kind of four main ways that you can restore your environment. If possible, and your physical server is still operating, whether, depending upon what happened to your data, you can restore right back to that physical server or a new physical server in the environment. If your hardware failed, you may want to go with route number 2 and just get a temp server, whether that be from your IT provider or maybe purchase a new server and restore it back onto a temporary server environment for the meantime. And then option number 3 is maybe it makes more sense to restore to a local data center, what often is referred to as private cloud, right? A lot of IT service providers will have a private cloud space that you could possibly back it up to. SWICKtech is an example of that. We have a data center space here in the Milwaukee area. And just kind of a little side story to how that can be valuable. We've had a client in the past who had an office in a location near a hurricane, and we weren't sure, what was going to happen with the hurricane situation. And so we reached out to that client and discussed options. We ended up moving all of their data via backup. So we restored it into our data center so that they had a separate instance of that running in our data center rather than at the location in case the hurricane was going to hit. So that's a good example of why you might want to do that route. And then option number 4, very similar to a private cloud or a data center, is restoring to a cloud environment, right? So there's Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud Platform, Amazon Web Services. Those are all going to be great resources to host your data in the event that you have to restore.